Hello everyone, and guess what? Guess what your buddy, your friend here is going to say? Oh, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Everything's dandy and dory. I'm still ill, people. I'm still ill. I've been ill for too many days. I haven't been able to stream. I'm bunged up. I got a sore throat. I do not enjoy it. Anyway, we're in a place with a giant portal, and that was my wonderful intro to this episode. It's also a place that now has a giant cake. That's a thing. This is really impressive. Okay, so I was just watching Mumbo's video. I was catching up on all of the videos. It was his birthday recently, so need to shoot him a happy birthday message. Let's check this out. Today is my 22nd birthday. I believe that's a lie. I believe it is no longer the 1st of December. Mumbo, sort out your signs. There are... Okay, it's a spider. It scared me. There are presents for you hidden under the cherries in my cake. Only one present per hermit. Well, per herm. I mean, what's a herm? Replace all cherries to keep it interesting. Ooh, okay. So I watched Mumbo's video, and he said that instead of giving himself a present, he was going to give presents to all of the other herms. I'm over here, first thing in my video. And check this out. Let's actually see it from the... that was a brilliant takeoff. Amazing flying skills there. Oh, I'm really on point today. Being under the weather, I feel a little bit woozy in the day, and my brain is just not on form, you know. So these are the candles at the top, made out of these terracotta blocks, which look really cool. There are only 7 candles here. Not going to comment about that. Not going to comment. So below these cherries, there are rewards, prizes for being a hermit. This is my Mumbo birthday present. And which one should I pick? You see, once I heard this, hermit videos to figure all of that out, right? So, a whole bunch of redstone. Awesome. Awesome. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I've got literally double chests of this stuff, man. I'm going to do something super cheat, okay? Feel free to... Because I actually got a chest. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Is there like a really slim chance of getting one? Goodness me. That's like... How many... Again, I don't know. I didn't make up the rules of this, okay? Ow. And again, showing off my... I'm going to take the opportunity to clear my throat. So, the best space on Hermitcraft Season 5, it's not really a competition anymore, is it? It's not really even a competition. I'm actually sort of flying in the correct place. I wanted to show you something that Tango had built. Oh, look at this. Look at these pro skills. Oh no! I banged my head. Oh, well, we kind of got to see it, right? To experience the wonder that is this hallway. So when you fly through it, you set off some tripwire hooks, and then all of this fire gets activated. I believe Tango done this with fire charges, which is a pretty expensive way of doing it. And then it goes back to that. Oh, look at me. I'm Dark Zoomer again. Do you remember the last intro? I was ill in that one as well, people. I'm tired of being sick. And here is the most wonderful place on the server. Do you know what? I'm going to have a little check and see if we've got any more requests. Unfortunately for us, we have no new requests, but we did put in a request for a certain colourful service to come over here and put a lot of thought and effort into this. And it is not a big room, but it's the sort of room where every block just works, you know. Everything in here is looking fantastic, and this is a super cool place to come and chill. You've got a couple of stair blocks to perch yourself on while you listen to some records, you know. You can make some songs while you're here as well. Our record collection in as well. Thing is, I don't actually have my records with me right now. You know, we could also store extra ones in these droppers, which is pretty cool. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be here. Oh, wait, it says something. Noise cancelling headphones. I like it, Cub. That's really cool. I kind of thought, like, imagine that there was just a little line at the bottom here. It kind of looked like the entrance used to be down in that space where I just pointed at. It was dark. You probably couldn't see it. This ain't going to take us down. That's the problem. Right, I reckon the way to get there is to just sort of dig a tunnel and hopefully run into the cave that leads us to that farm. There's a hole there, and it leads us to the correct place. I don't know if that's going to help me get out of this place, but that'll do, I guess. I can actually think of a way out of here. I should really make a proper entrance to this place, you know. I also have no idea how I left this place. Do we actually have all of the records of... Ah! Okay, so I have all 12 of them. That's amazing. I realised that over here we could see the farm. Okay, so there's the farm down there. We don't want to go into that place. It's full of creepers. But then there's a giant hole above it, so we can use this to get out of the place. Oh, that's just amazing. Alright, now the question is, can I take off from the ground? Probably not. Oh no! First time attempt! Well, earlier saw me fail my rockets. That time are in place. And this room is looking absolutely fine. Now, Cubvan mentioned something that I was curious about when I was watching his video. Can we play multiple records at the same time? I think we're playing them at the same time. Oh, we are! Ah, I didn't know you could do that. I so thought that wasn't going to work. Well, peeps, let's sit back and enjoy 3 songs at once. Goodness me.
What is this horrible noise?
Oh, hi, Wells. Hey.
Hi.
I was just listening to my favourite records.
I was attempting to... I'm trying to sleep over here. Could you turn the music down a little bit? Like...
What?
It's
Hang
very
on.
unneighborly.
Sorry, I can't quite hear you. You have to... Yeah, I love this record too, man. It's great, isn't it?
I think you're playing, like, all the records?
I'm playing my favourite records all at once. It's amazing. Hi. Sorry.
Is there a way to just...
I'm trying to listen to too much music. Well, I'm
you
sorry
know.
about the noise. But while you're here, there's something we need to discuss, isn't there?
Yeah, you left an order in my build shop, what was it, like a week or 2 ago now?
It's this little witch hut that could be here, and yeah. That's kind of it, really.
Do you want the witch hut to be accessible? Like, do you want part of the path to connect up to it, or do you just want it to kind of be there as like a?
I would say no, actually. I kind of want it to look a little bit kind of like overgrown and abandoned.